Good morning. This is Van, Level 8, here to do the pre-market again. August 10th, 2026. Let's get going here. Start out with our key ranges chart. We've had quite the sell-off starting here at 4 a.m. Central Time. That's my time here in Texas. Both indexes sold off pretty good here. We got down into some extension on these level 8 MACDs, and it started to relieve. We also got into some exhaustion on ADX, so that was a pretty good move to the downside. We're starting to get a little what looks like a pullback right now. Remember, pullbacks first before reversals. We had some we had some good negative selling there on CVD, the volume delta. So uh, nice little flush going there. Let's look at some of our longer term time frames here. This is an ES chart. Okay, just a little bit of extension down there, almost to a target zone on ES. So going back to this daily chart here, we're approaching this level at this 30,075-ish on NQ, and we talk about NQ mostly because it's what we trade. This level goes back to first half of July. Very strong reaction to it earlier last week, and we didn't really quite approach it, but we approached it a little bit. It's bigger than you think, but still that level's unbroken, and we're going to have to pay attention to it to the upside. That's 30,075 to the downside here. Just on the 30-minute chart, you can see like 29,673. That's a decent distance away to the downside. We'll have those levels on our other charts as well to look at. If we go look at the 2, 5, 10, and 15 chart, that's when we start to bring in some of these levels. There's the high from 2 days ago. That's 2 sessions ago. It's Thursday's Globex session. So that's that 29,686 level. And then we get down here to low 3 and L1, which was Friday's low. So, when we start to think about, these prices falling below the previous session's point of control, that's the regular session point of control from Friday. That's the kind of our bear triggers when we start falling through these things. And we've got the pre-market lows, the normal sort of, the overnight lows, and there's the midpoint there in the entire structure right here. So that structure includes these pre-market highs and lows in that previous L1. So the midpoint we're not quite there. A lot of times we'll see that act as support. You can almost think of it as a 50% retracement level. the our volume profile study, which looks at 3 of them, 2 of them in the pre-market, but it's giving us a VWAP magnet likely read here in the pre-market. We'll get another one of these at 10:30 Eastern. But until then, it looks rotational. The overnight pricing. So maybe get a pullback towards VWAP. I've already seen that on both of these, and there's the Globex VWAP, this yellow line. So the 2, 5, 10, 15 we talked about here. We've got some levels to the downside: 29,689, 29,455, 530, etc. 5-minute chart, we came down to a target zone there and found some support. Got some spiky volume here. The volume average was rising here in the last hour or so. That's to be expected from 7:30 on. We usually get that, and we've been getting big moves at 7:30. This was just a continuation there, dropping below that 200. So, we definitely got into some bearish structure here, right? 200, 21.8, we're stacked to the downside, price below. That's the first structure question we answer is, which side would we want to lean towards? And that's obviously bullish or bearish, excuse me. Now we're in transition here back to possibly a bullish structure here on the 2 minute. The 1 minute chart will have already changed probably. Yeah, it's kind of fluctuating around. We've got the 8 above the 21, but price is oscillating there. So this tends to look like a pullback to me right now. We'll see if it breaks this low and continues down, but we're below these 200s either way. VWAP has a negative slant to it there. Treasuries overnight are down. That's a little bit of a bearish wind blowing there. We've got these indexes here. VIX is up, but still low normal. I think probably the biggest story is going to be crude oil and what we're talking about with Hormuz. The the Iranians are puffing up their chests again, making demands. The dollar has risen. There are some bearish winds blowing here. We'll just have to see what happens when we get into the session and we get some more information. Let's go look at maybe the economic calendar. There's no news today. We'll get existing home sales tomorrow, but that's about it. Really shorter term auctions don't really affect don't really move the market much in my experience. Uh, the gamma exposure, we're in positive gamma almost certainly. We don't have a good model for NDX yet. We're developing one, but for QQQ, we're almost certainly in a positive gamma environment still. Uh, SPX would be the same way. See this light green, and this is the cumulative gamma. So we're really very positive there. We don't have ES has gone down. Uh, ES is only down 6 points, so that's not going to be a large move down here on SPX at the open. So certainly positive gamma. This is the gamma regime, and this is when we talk about gamma exposure, we're talking about the options dealers. The options dealers on SPX. That's kind of the biggest equities market in the world as far as those options go, but uh, equity options go at SPX. So we watch it; it drives the market. The options dealers use ES to hedge their SPX books, and that's what we trade, or those futures, the ES, and Nasdaq is a subcomponent for the most part. The Nasdaq 100, it's just more sensitive to the things that move ES. But this positive gamma means that these option dealers with their hedging are going to tend to suppress volatility. Their algos will, sell high, buy low, up and down, and it usually causes ranging, maybe wiki. It can be very good for us if it happens in an orderly way and doesn't turn into just chop. So this is an environment where fading price is good for us, and we have the levels to do that with, and that's what we rely on. This is the normal or the more likely state of the market. Usually, these these options dealers are long options, meaning they've bought more options than they've sold from the trading public and the institutions. Uh, so we looked at QQQ almost certainly there, and that's all we have on that one. Let's go look at the playbook here. Uh, so, it's a little bit big. So this morning there were no economic releases that go along with this. We haven't seen much movement, just a little adjustment to the downside. Treasury rates really all day, every day. We will watch those. Oil's blowing bearish. We've seen a little increase in that news. And we'll look at, we look at an ES and NQ together for the most part on those levels, on that key ranges chart in particular. Next trading day catalysts, we might look at this in terms of power hour types of trading. really not much happening going on. It's going to be news driven. Uh, Treasuries are mixed, slightly down. Oil is up. We've seen that. Dixie and VIX are both down. So that's a mixed message. And there's your indices, which we've seen, we've already seen already slightly down. The tone is rotational to defensive. So uh, obviously we've seen a little bit of a sell-off. The the structure call is VWAP magnet. So that's the rotational part of that. And the bullish trigger and bear triggers here are when we start losing uh, these points of control and value area highs on these volume profiles that we watch. I'm only showing the points of control here. We'll start developing the regular the regular session point and control and volume area. That would be RPOC. We've got the Globex point of control and the previous point of control right now. So that's what we're doing. We're looking for levels. We're looking to pass, lose these levels or gain these levels when we start going up. Uh, we've got, there's some rotation. It is the current read on the structure. There's your bull plan and bear plan. It's when we start trading these levels. And there you go. The magnet path probably pre-pox down there to the bottom. Uh, this previous is a magnet in trading in general. The previous regular sessions point control. It's going to be a magnet if I start doing rotation. Avoid chasing extension. That's when we get into that rotational call. And there are some levels here, and we always watch L1 and H1 for both of these. And that is your playbook, guys. If you're watching this on YouTube, if you like this content, please like and subscribe to it, to our channel. Go to level8trading.com. It'll let you get in our Discord channel for free. Get some experience in the room of how we trade these levels. You can get it. You can get the workspace to build. We focus on situational awareness. Get the workspace. Get the daily playbooks, and come look at our community. I'll be back tomorrow for pre-market, and good luck trading today.